One of the things that we know is that Grand Rapids is an amazing place to live. But did you know that there is a ton of great suburbs all around Grand Rapids, Michigan? Today, we're going to explore the suburb of Grandville and learn what it's like to live, work, and play in the city of Grandville, Michigan. I'm Nick Belmore, and I'm a local realtor who specializes in helping buyers find the right home for them. I also specialize in helping sellers get into the home that fits them best at this stage of life. So let's take a few minutes and let's dive into what it's like to live, work, and play in Grandville, Michigan. When it comes to our price point, over the past year, in the city of Grandville, we've averaged a sales price of about $422,000 for Grandville. And if you're looking to get to downtown, it's about a 20-minute ride from the city of Grandville, Michigan. If you're looking to make the ride out to Tunnel Park over there on the shores of beautiful Lake Michigan, you're in for about a 40-minute ride. And if you're gonna hop on a jet plane and take an amazing vacation, it's gonna take you right around 30 minutes or so to get to the Grand Rapids International Airport from the city of Grandville. When it comes to Grandville, it has a really strong school system with an A rating. A lot of people move to Grandville for the opportunities in the school system. When we start to look at the city of Grandville, it's a little bit older city compared to some of our farm areas that have really grown up in the past few years, with a good mix all the way back from the 50s as we saw some of that post-World War II and that housing boom and a lot of those standard style 1,400 square foot ranches and those type of homes. However, Grandville continued to expand through the years. So you do see a fair amount of homes built in the 80s, in the 90s, and even today, although Grandville doesn't have the same amount of rolling hill and farm country like some of the other cities that we may have talked about in this series, Grandville is still such an attractive place for buyers that builders are looking for any large tract of land to be able to put in a subdivision in the city of Grandville. It's a great popular place that just so many people absolutely love to live in. When it comes to grocery stores, there is so much choice in the city of Grandville, and I'm going to just go through a few of the major ones. Of course, Grandville has not just one, but multiple Aldis. It has a family fare. Grandville also has its own Meijer. Grandville also has its own Walmart, and we also have Peter's Market over there in Grandville. So quite a few things to choose from when it comes to grocery shopping in the city of Grandville. When it comes to the public amenities, Grandville has some amazing parks, and so we're going to start with Heritage Park over in Grandville. And Heritage Park has baseball diamonds, it has a great playground, and it has its own designated covered picnic area. So cool place to check out. There's also Wedgwood Park over there in Grandville. And Wedgwood has its own baseball diamonds. It also has a great sized playground there and another one with the covered pavilion area as well. Also, when we start to look at Grandville, we don't want to miss out on the Grandville Farmers Market. Not quite a grocery store. It's not open all the time, but I believe it is Saturdays for the Grandville Farmers Market, and people come from all around with amazing produce. There's so many cool crafts and honey and all that different stuff that they sell at the Grandville Farmers Market. Now, of course, Grandville is in the wonderful county of Kent, so I have to talk about the KDL library system. If you're a member at one, you're a member at all of them. And Grandville's KDL District Library is right in the heart of downtown in a beautiful building with amazing amenities. And Grandville is one of those cool cities with just a wonderful little small downtown, brings you right back into that 1950s Americana style with restaurants and a real little small town square, library, the whole entire thing down there. Grandville is a super cool city when it comes to things to do. Of course, there's also Spring Grove Park, which has a great playground and pavilion as well. And there's the Indian Mounds Park, which has trails, tons of different paths to get through in there. A lot of it touches onto the Grand River as well. Super cool place to check out if you have some extra time while you're in Grandville. Now, when it comes to things to do in Grandville, there's definitely no shortage there. We're going to start, of course, with the Maple Hill Golf Club, because why? In the state of Michigan, we have so many golf courses, some of the most per capita in the nation. Grandville definitely has its own as well. However, that's not all. Grandville also has Station 300 if you're into bowling. Of course, bowling is becoming more and more popular, and Grandville does have its own place. Grandville also has a Celebration Cinema if you're interested in an afternoon at the movies. There's also the Terry Hall roller rink, and this is very much an old school 90s roller rink where it's got the music, the lights, a couple of video games, all that cool stuff in there. Definitely a fun way to spend an afternoon. There's also the Sunnybrook Country Club, because of course here we are in Michigan and we love our golf. Last but not least, there is the Visser Family YMCA. They've got a pool, they've got workout equipment, they've got basketball courts, and of course a ton of different classes, whether it's sports specific or something else. A lot is offered over at the YMCA. And I know I said last but not least, but there's actually one more thing that is worth mentioning. Grandville is also the home to the Rivertown Crossings Mall. So if you're into that old school experience of going through the mall, Rivertown Crossings is a great place to go check out. Still a full and lively mall, although they don't have a giant food court. They do have their own indoor carousel over at the mall, and you can pretty much get anything you need shopping at the Rivertown Crossing Mall. Definitely a cool, fun way to spend an afternoon over there. Let's dive into some of the unique restaurants when it comes to Grandville. Now, Grandville's another one of these cities where every chain restaurant on the planet exists in this area. So, if you can think of it and it's not on this list, there's a great chance that it does exist in Grandville. But I'm really looking to name some of those more unique places, some of those places that you just can't find in every single city around the world. So, let's go ahead, let's take a look at some of the unique restaurants over in the city of Grandville. And I'm going to start out with the Rainbow Grill right there, right through downtown Grandville. Great little place if you're looking for sandwiches, if you're looking for lunch type of stuff, maybe even light dinners. Rainbow Grill is definitely one that's worth checking out. There's also the Asian Garden over there in Grandville. And of course, if you want to take it old school, especially for my senior citizens, there is the Cracker Barrel. And I have to admit, although I'm not a senior citizen yet, I still do love the Cracker Barrel over in Grandville. My friend Tony and I used to go there all the time on Wednesdays, so gotta love it. There's also Villa Fresh if you're into getting some of that fresh Italian food, worth checking out in that area. Herb and Fire is a cool place for pizzas as you're going. They put it together, they cook your pizza on the spot. It's almost like fast food, fresh made pizzas, and I think that's definitely cool. Crust 54 is another place in Grandville worth checking out for the pizza. Also, there's the Core Life Eatery, which is another cool place. If you're into health, fresh food, natural food, Core Life Eatery is definitely one that is worth checking out over there. Last but not least, there is the Hong Kong Barbecue and Hot Pot. This used to be the famous Dave's barbecue place right over on Canal. It just opened up as a Korean hot pot place. Again, if you're looking for a cool, unique experience, this is definitely one that is going to be worth your time and energy to check out. Hopefully this gave you a little bit better idea of what it's like to live over and to play in the city of Grandville. Now, there's a good chance that I may have missed something that should have been on this list. If you know something that should have been on this list but wasn't, go ahead and put it in the comments below. That way we can always make sure that we're updating these videos to catch the things that are important to you guys. If you are thinking about finding the right home for you and your family, reach out to me. My information is in the contact info just below in the description, and I would absolutely love to help you find the home that fits you and your family the best at this stage. And of course, if you did get value out of this or any of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep you up to date as we put out more videos and more information about the city of Grand Rapids and all the areas surrounding it.